Welcome to the Glenbard Township High School College Fair. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to serve as a facilitator for our session today. We have an amazing list of schools joining us. They'll each have approximately 6 minutes to share information to you about their institution. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first announcement: your camera and microphone are off, so our presenters are unable to see or hear you. Second announcement: you can use the Q&A feature in Zoom to type your questions to our presenters at any point throughout our session today. Third announcement: this is just one of a few different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit that registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation is being recorded, and you can access the recording by visiting strivescan.com/Glenbard. With all of that said, I want to go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter from St. Louis University.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bear with me just a second while I pull up my screen share. Wonderful. Hopefully you should be able to see my presentation. If you can't, someone please feel free to chat me. My name is Jennifer Tanner, and I have the pleasure of working with students from every school in the Glenbard School District. If you are not familiar with St. Louis University, just a little bit of information about us in these few short minutes. We are a medium-sized Catholic Jesuit university. We have about 8,000 undergraduate students, and we are located in the city of St. Louis. The city of St. Louis is just about 5 hours south. Get on 55 and drive until you see the arch. And we are in the heart of the city, but still very much a traditional college campus. If you've never visited St. Louis, it's a metro area of about 2.8 million. And we do have 8,000 undergrads, about 12,000 with our graduate students. And we have a second campus in Madrid, Spain as well, which I'll talk about in a second. We are the second oldest Jesuit school, founded in 1818. Now, if you're wondering what Jesuit education is, the Jesuits are one of the largest orders of Catholic priests that believe in education of the whole person through mind, body, and spirit. Another piece of Jesuit education is this idea of being men and women with and for others. What that means is that service is a really large part of our campus culture, and you will take classes in a variety of disciplines. You do not need to be Catholic to attend by any means. We are a home to all faiths and those who are non-religious as well. As you can see here, a few years ago, pre-pandemic, we performed 1.98 million hours of service as a campus community. So while it's not a requirement, it definitely is a large part of who we are. Now, if you don't know what you want to major in, that is okay. At St. Louis University, we offer about 90 different programs to choose from. So we don't have everything, but we do have a lot of options. In terms of what we are most well known for, we are most well known for our health sciences and our sciences, followed by engineering and business. So we do have a lot of students that come to SLU that are on a pre-professional health track, including pre-med. Nursing is very popular. We have a 6-year doctorate in physical therapy and a 5-year master's in occupational therapy. If you are interested in medicine, we do have our medical scholars program, which is an early guaranteed interview process with our School of Medicine. I am seeing a question in the chat about art majors, and we do have studio art, music, and theater, and you can major or minor in any of those, but we definitely tend to be a more STEM heavy school. All of our majors are direct entry. So that means when you apply to SLU, it asks what you plan to study, and you can start directly in that program your first semester freshman year. You do have to apply for admission to our nursing, PT, and OT programs by December 1st of your senior year. Now, there is a lot more to do on campus than just going to class. As I mentioned, we are right in the heart of the city, but still very much a traditional college campus. So lots of green space, hammocks, places to hang out. But you also have the city of St. Louis at your fingertips. We have about 200 student organizations, We're Division I in athletics, part of the Atlantic 10 Conference. Basketball and soccer are our big sports. We also have 30 club sports and 50 intramural programs. If you are involved in music or theater, you don't need to be a major or minor to get involved in any of our choirs, ensembles, shows, etc. We are about 25% Greek, 7 sororities and 7 fraternities, but there and 10 multicultural fraternities. There is no official Greek housing on SLU's campus, so it is a much more casual approach to Greek life, absolutely. And students do take advantage of the city of St. Louis because you step off campus and you're in Midtown, which is the arts district. So you're within walking distance to where all the Broadway shows come through. Also where the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra plays is just down the street. St. Louis is home to Forest Park, which is the largest urban park in the United States and is almost twice the size of Central Park. Free zoo, free art museum, free history museum, free science center. Our SLU students also do take advantage of our campus in Madrid, Spain. Classes are taught in English and in Spanish there. And we are a very study abroad friendly campus. Outside of our Madrid campus, we offer 40 other study abroad locations all around the world. Scholarships, tuition, financial assistance, all of that stays the same. In the last minute, I do just want to address the admission process. So our application for seniors does open August 1st. It is free to apply. We are a member of the Common Application, and we have an application on our website. For the upcoming year, so for those of you who are current juniors, we are remaining test optional, so you do not need to submit test scores. Although it is possible that I'm not sure what will happen years after that, that's to be determined. Outside of your application, we do require your transcripts, and then optional are letters of recommendation, a resume, and an interview. And we do have 3 application pathways: early decision, which is binding, early action, and regular decision. Your application to SLU is your application for our merit scholarships, which range from $10,000 to $25,000 a year. And as you can see here, we offer 2 competitive scholarships, both of which require a separate application. Presidential Scholarship is full tuition and is a leadership scholarship, and the MLK Scholarship is for students involved in advocacy. If you do have any questions, you can see my information here, and I will also put it in the chat. And I look forward to talking with all of you in the future. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Our next presenter is from Grand Canyon University.
Hi, everyone. Let me just get my PowerPoint up. All righty. My name is Claire Higgins. I am an admissions counselor for Grand Canyon University, and I work with all the students at Glenbard. All right. Little bit about GCU. There it goes. We are out in Phoenix, Arizona, and we are a private Christian university. We are interdenominational, meaning we are accepting of all faiths and religion. We do have a lot of really amazing activities within the religious area, such as mission trips, outreach in the community, and just really being involved in the spiritual life on campus if you choose to be. We have over 200 academic programs and currently have over 25,000 students on our campus. And we are also Division I for athletics in the WAC conference. Moving on to our campus experience, we are able to offer dorms and apartments on our campus. If you are a freshman and you want to live in the apartments, that is something you can totally sign up for if that's the experience you are looking for. You're going to see our pool right here in this picture. We actually have 5 pools on campus, all open to students, and gyms all over campus as well. We have some smaller ones in our dorms, and then an athlete gym, rock wall, weight room, tons of different areas to work out or lay out. And then campus food is also amazing. We have a ton of really cool restaurants, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, we have a Jamba Juice, that's just to name a few. And then we also even have a grocery store and a farmer's market on campus. Moving on to Division I athletics. So if you are interested in being an athlete on our campus, we do recruit on our website. You can go on there and fill out the prospective athlete form and get started with that contacting with coaches. If you're not ready to play as a D1 athlete, we also have club sports available. There are a ton of varieties within this. And then if you still aren't ready for the club sport level, we do offer intramurals, which are free for all of our students. Moving on to cost. So at GCU, there is no out-of-state tuition. All of our students pay $16,500 for each academic year. That has been frozen for 13 years now, so your tuition costs are not going to rise. You'll see the fees and room and board also listed on here. And I usually like to say with everything included, the fees, room and board, your textbooks, it's about another $10,000. So GCU costs students on average $26,500 before scholarships are taken into account. Here is our scholarship chart. If you have a 3.0 unweighted GPA out of a 4.0 scale, you're automatically accepted to our school. We'll take down to a 2.5 if you have a 19 ACT or 1000 SAT. And then your scholarship is given by your GPA or your test scores. So if you have a 3.0, but you got a 31 on the ACT, you can jump up in scholarships. We also have registration scholarships available depending on when you commit to GCU. We're going to go through our academic programs really quickly just to highlight a few of them. Our College of Business is a big school at GCU. It is a very common major for a lot of our students, and we have a lot of really great connections out in Phoenix. We work with Charles Schwab and a lot of those other big companies that you guys hear about. So any business program that you're looking into, I would say entrepreneurship is a really big one, as well as business management and our sports and entertainment management program. Medical, of course, this is for people who are looking to go to medical school, maybe in that pre-physical therapy area, exercise science. We have all of those. And one highlight I want to mention is we have cadavers on campus. So our students get to utilize those and get that hands-on experience. Engineering and technology is another big one, whether you're looking to go into mechanical, electrical, or biomedical. We also have the computer science end of that, and we are ABET accredited. For education, pretty straightforward. If you're looking to become a teacher one day, we educate all levels, whether that be the young or early education students, elementary education, or even secondary education. One cool thing about our education program is you can student teach back home in Illinois if you wanted to, or stay out in Arizona. Nursing is also one of our biggest schools. This one is fast tracked. You're actually going to graduate in 3.5 years from our nursing program. It is direct admit straight from high school, but you will be applying to the secondary portion of our program. And we're actually opening a ton of satellite campuses all over the country for an accelerated bachelor's of nursing program. And then fine arts, so anything in the design side, theater, dance, we offer all of those different programs. We have many musical performances on campus and different ways to get involved within the fine arts area. All righty, and then College of Theology, if you're looking to be a pastor or in the worship area, even in the biblical studies, this is one of our biggest areas as well. And worship arts is really big just because we do have our own recording studio. And then lastly, our Honors College. This is free due to time. I am going to keep moving on. So this is the big part about GCU. If you guys apply to GCU and you are accepted, we're going to fly you out to Phoenix, Arizona for free to visit us on campus. This is called Discover GCU. So again, all you have to do is apply, be accepted, and then we'll be able to let you come on one of the chaperone Discover trips. This is free, and our application is also free to apply. Here is my information. I'll also be dropping it in the chat, but thank you guys so much for being here and very excited to get to know all of you a little bit later.
Thank you, Claire. Our next presenter is from St. Norbert College.
Hello, 1 second while I open up my presentation. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Like the other reps, I'm the admission counselor who works with students for the Glenbard schools. So I'm really looking forward to being here today. And St. Norbert College is located in De Pere, Wisconsin, a cute little community of about 20,000 people, but then we're just right outside of Green Bay, which is the 3rd largest city in the state. We have about 3,000 student undergraduate classes. We draw students from about 20 states and about 15 countries, a little over 100 students a year from the greater Chicagoland area. We have over 80 programs of study, most well known for business, biology, pre-health, education, psychology, and communication. I'm a graduate of St. Norbert as well and studied communication and leadership studies. So I really love the campus. We have a beautiful waterfront campus with a lot of water sport activities. We also have over 100 clubs and organizations to get involved in, so hopefully something for everyone. We're rooted in the Norbertine Catholic tradition. Like many of the other colleges mentioned, you don't have to be Catholic to attend. We are welcome of all faith traditions or non-faith as well. We are Division III for athletics with over 23 varsity sports, but we also have competitive intramural and club sport teams as well. We've done a lot of renovation in the last several years, and we're getting ready to start a $6 million renovation to our first year residence halls. We have excellent study abroad programs. We're on 6 continents, and about 30% of our students study abroad at some point, including student teaching abroad, which can be a really great opportunity for our education majors. The most important thing is the student-faculty relationship at St. Norbert. We really focus on lifelong mentorship. So we work with students to ensure that those relationships continue even after your 4 years at St. Norbert. Our faculty do research, but their primary focus is to be accessible and to teach in the undergraduate classes. Small classroom environment, our science labs are capped at about 15. So really great opportunities for collaboration and to get involved in academic research. As I mentioned, we have over 80 programs of study. So if you don't have anything specific, you can also work with us to create your own program. We are primarily a residential campus, which means most of our students do live in some sort of campus housing all 4 years, but our options really vary as you can progress through the 4-year system. So we have apartments, waterfront townhouses, we have full-scale houses within the De Pere community, but still under the safety net of the college. And as I mentioned, some really exciting renovations coming to campus. We are ranked very high for campus food. We have a sushi bar, we have a special allergy-friendly station. So if you have any particular dietary needs, we'd be happy to work with you on that. And, I don't think students realize how important campus food is. You are living there for 4 years and eating 2 to 3 meals a day on campus. So we always invite you to check out our cafeteria when you come visit campus, which we hope you will do. We are open for tours on a regular basis. Part of, the greatest indicator of success in college is student involvement. So we really want to work with you to ensure that you're getting connected with one of our 100+ campus organizations. We have academic clubs, we have Greek life, diversity and cultural activities, a lot of faith-based programming, and community service is definitely a big part of our experience as well. But if we don't have the club or organization you're interested in, we'll work with you to start something new as well. Excellent athletic opportunities. We just started a new conference. We're 5-time national champions for hockey, and we're on the road to hopefully number 6, big game this weekend. But we also have competitive sport and club sport and intramurals as well. And then again, as far as the application process goes, like many of my other colleagues today, our St. Norbert web application opens up July 1st, Common App opens up August 1st. Our primary things that we look at are your high school transcript. We are continuing to be test optional, and we do strongly recommend a resume of your leadership and activities. We're on rolling admission, so it is a pretty quick turnaround from when you apply to when you get your admissions decision. We work really closely with students individually on their application process, so if you have any questions, never hesitate to reach out about that. Our academic scholarships currently range from $15,000 to $24,000 per year, primarily based on your academics and leadership and involvement. And then we have a wide variety of specialty scholarships that can be stackable on top of your academic award. Most importantly, we definitely want you to get to come to campus and tour and meet with me to talk about your specific areas of interest. So please feel free to jot down my contact information. And we are located on all the social media websites, so feel free to follow us there as well. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you well on your college process.
Thank you. Our next presenter is from the University of Michigan.
All Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Rachel Taylor, and I am a recruitment coordinator here in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. I specifically work with all the high schools around the Illinois suburbs, but am always excited to see lots of strong Glenbard students every single year. So I'm excited to talk to you a little bit more about the University of Michigan. To begin today's overview, I'd first like to acknowledge that Michigan resides on the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands of the Anishinaabe people. So in 1817, the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations made the largest single land transfer to the university, ceded through the treaty at Fort Meigs so that their children could be educated. We feel that it's important to start every program with a land acknowledgement, really to recognize the history of displacement of Native communities that facilitated the founding of the University of Michigan. And in doing this, we want to acknowledge and reaffirm the ancestral Anishinaabe ties to the land, as well as their profound contributions to the institution. So getting us started for today, as a whole, the University of Michigan is a large public research institution located in Southeast Michigan in Ann Arbor. So Ann Arbor is consistently ranked as one of the best college towns in the US, and it's about a 4.5 hour drive away from those of you in the Chicagoland area. So together, U of M and Ann Arbor provide the quintessential college town experience with over 300 different restaurants to explore, NCAA Division I Big Ten athletic events. So if any of you are following us in the March Madness tournament, we luckily pulled out a victory yesterday. I hope that you all will continue your support for us throughout these next rounds. In fact, Illinois is consistently ranked. Sorry about that. The state of Illinois is consistently ranked as one of the most popular states for our students to hail from. So we have a spirited campus that attracts students from all 50 states and more than 120 different countries. But beyond our geographic diversity, our students also identify with a diversity of backgrounds, races, religions, cultures, and educational interests. Our vibrant campus community, coupled with the opportunity to learn alongside your peers, will enhance your U of M education while preparing you to work, live, and collaborate with others for a lifetime to come. Our students pursue more than 280 different degree programs, about 70% of which are ranked in the top 10 nationally, and over 90% are ranked in the top 20. So whatever it is that you're interested in studying, you'll have highly regarded opportunities available to you. Outside of the classroom, students also participate in a robust array of extracurricular activities. We actually have more than 1,600 different student organizations to choose from. And Michigan is recognized as the #1 public research institution in the country. And over 1,500 students on our campus are currently engaged in research. So there's certainly no shortage of those opportunities to be had. Becoming a Michigan student unlocks a lifetime of potential that stays with you well beyond your years in Ann Arbor, as we have more than 650,000 living alumni around the world that provide valuable personal and professional networks to our Michigan graduates. So this community is really at the heart of the Michigan experience, and we need emerging leaders who want to create positive change in their communities and bring their own diverse experiences and backgrounds. So talking just a bit about our holistic review process. So through this process, we aim to get to know the whole you. We're considering your academic strengths, the rigor of the curriculum that you're electing, your extracurricular involvement that shows you're going to positively contribute to the campus community, one teacher's letter of recommendation, and a few different essays that provide insight into the person that you are and in your interest in U of M. So just to give a brief overview and clarification as well, we do have a test flexible approach for the next couple of application cycles. So that means you can submit an ACT or SAT score if you'd like to, but it is not a required component to complete your application. Finally, we have a huge variety of virtual resources. So if those of you here today are hoping to learn a little bit more about the University of Michigan, we have a 45-minute virtual information session where you can get a lot more detail about the university and the application process. You you can register for in-person tours now on campus. So if any of you are looking to visit over your spring break or over your summer, you're welcome to do that now. We also have online blogs. We have a podcast that's produced by our students. So lots of different ways for students to get to know us a little bit better. We hope that you found this very quick overview helpful and hopefully look forward to answering some more of your questions today. Thank you so much, and go Blue.
Thank you so much, Rachel. With that said, we are approaching the end of our virtual college fair for today. I do have a few closing announcements. As you exit this session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 5 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It's extremely helpful as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings in the future. I also want to remind you to sign up for additional sessions. And lastly, you can access this recording by visiting strivescan.com/Glenbard. Again, I want to thank our amazing presenters for joining me, but also thank you to all of our attendees. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.